Hey guys, I get a lot of questions on how to customize figures. So just to show you, here's a figure that you would get from Jack's, and here is a custom figure that I made myself of a semi-famous FYW backyard wrestling superstar. So basically, all this figure was a Funaki with the SmackDown shirt. So I painted the shirt white. He had jeans on. I painted them camo. I already had the white shoes on. Painted all of Gary Austin's t-shirt designs on there. Pretty cool. And then we even have the jacket he wore a few while ago with a slight custom on the back piece. Really awesome. And then obviously the head's a different head to Funaki. So basically changed parts. I changed some of the arms, changed the head, and painted. So a lot of people ask me, how do I do my customs? Well, first off, the main thing you want to get is Citadel paints. These are the best paints. They are less scratch resistant than most acrylics. That's what, the paint you really need is acrylic. So if you're doing this cheap, just go out and find some acrylics. This is Citadel. This is doing it professionally using the decent. It's slightly more expensive. I mean, it's about £2 for a bar single set like this. That's just one piece. Or you could go all expensive. My mum did purchase me for about, I think they were £40 or something, a foundation set, which is like there's a musky yellow, and it's like greys, browns. These are like all the colours for the scenery and stuff like that. Foundations, and these things dry very quick. These are amazing. So if you can get some Citadel foundations, go for it. I really suggest you do. Like I say, the most of them are colours for like the surface and stuff. So for instance, this was all done by foundations. So we hit it with a solid lime green sort of thing. Then we hit it with a brown, which is hard to pick up with the camera, but it is there. And then a lighter yellow, just to mix it up, give it that really awesome camo feel. And then next you're going to need some brushes. Now Citadel, again from the same place, Games Workshop. This is the smallest brush they do with the yellow end, and it is amazing. You get fantastic details. The snake on Gary Austin's shirt was done in with the thing. You can see there's a thin black outline and stuff like that. Really cool. But then, for instance, say you're doing something with really small details. Now, just for instance, here's a skater which is absolutely tiny. I mean, look at the scale compared. These are really tiny, and what I used was just basic a toothpick, you know, like Scott Hall. You talking to the bad guy? And then you're going to want to find some sculpt if you want to add certain things. Let me try and find something I've sculpted. I did have my cane on here, my master cane. Yep, here we go. Now, Kane's mask was sculpted on there. This is his new mask. Oh, pretty awesome. So basically how I did that was with green stuff. Now I should... here's green stuff. Green stuff is the expensive. Milliput is kind of the same thing, but it's a little harder to manipulate. I need some practice with my milliput. For instance, look how thick the Power Rangers arms and legs are that I sculpted on. They were supposed to be thin, they are quite opposite of that. But it works in the favour of the figure because I wanted it to have like a big, chunky look to it to give it more of an impact. That's for a friend. So yeah, so what you're going to need there is your green stuff, and you're also going to need a knife. Now when I say people you need a knife, they think this. This is what I use to do some unboxings and stuff for the larger boxes where there's so much sellotape on. Now they grab these kind of knives, they use these knives. These knives aren't good. They aren't. For instance, let's say the toothpick. Okay. We'll just move the camera back a bit, and we'll see how long it takes me to get through this. So, and I'm really pressing down here. I mean, look at that. We've barely made a notch. That's how bad that is. So, just to show you, we'll try and snap it where the notch is. And even so, it makes the pieces horrible and dodgy. So when I say knife, I mean a X-Acto knife or a hobby craft knife. Basically, you push it out and thin razors come out at the end. Unfortunately, I used this on some milliput and didn't wash it, so you have to really pull it out to get to a proper syringed part of the steel. And let's see this in action. Are you ready? If my desk wasn't so awkward. So yeah, hold that. Now I'm cutting into steel because of my stupid desk. But basically, you can press straight down into the knife, and it's obviously not going to work here. Show you on this piece of the desk. So move these pieces. So basically, we'll get a fresh one. Take it, use the new part of the knife. I mean, you can just go and obviously because I'm filming, it's being a dick. But just to show you the difference, two pieces, the lot cleaner cut if it wasn't for the random knife being an arsehole. But there's a piece I did earlier. I mean, look at that, that's just a clean slice straight across. So yeah, you use a hobby knife or a craft knife or a X-Acto knife, which is a lot more expensive, but again it works a lot better. As well as the next episode, we will probably show you how to heat and pop, which is a very overused way of using it to switch heads and stuff. You'll probably find a video already if you type in heat and pop. But that's for next episode. So yeah, this was just tools I use. So basically, toothpicks, which you get from the pound shop. X-Acto knife, about £3, or you can get a really big set from the pound shop. A Citadel paintbrush, which is always the best. I think this cost me about £5. And Citadel paint's about £2 a tub. So there you go. That's how they're my tools I use. So yeah, mysteriosupafan signing out. Please like, sub, comment, bye.